Now, the good thing about grass is it doesn't decay until midnight. Because of the mechanism that you're allowed to ted the grass and then leave it to dry. Well, you have to leave it to dry to make hay. You've got at least the overnight period to fix it all up. Okay, so fold this thing. Now, can I do this? Oh yes. So I'm going to let him run. I hope. I'll come back and deal with that later. Oh, here comes all the traffic. He's going to run over the dude on the crossing. I won't. Okay. We'll come through here. I'm going to take this and stick it in the workshop and see what I can do with it. I'm planning to ship the bales on this thing rather than on those little forks, if I can. Yes, customize, manual loading, auto load round. Cost me $500 or euros, but that's good enough. Means I don't need any things. Okay, so to answer what bale forks do I use? I don't have it. Oh, damn it. Back up. I don't have any. I have front loader and then the pallet forks. Now you can stab a bale with a pallet fork. Generally, if you're about to use it to feed animals, then you can't be bothered to switch the bales over. Otherwise, what you should be using is one of these for round bales. Don't think I've got one for square bales. I've got a lot of stuff. Yeah, so that's a round bale handler, wrapped bale handler. I think that's a square one. So you'd grab the bale from each side with that. If they're not wrapped, you can use a perfectly normal bale spike. of some type. But that's not going to be a thing for us. So we're going to be a little bit cheaty and auto-load this trailer rather than use their little spiky things. Believe we're straight down here. Oh, doesn't look like he got... oh no, that's the mower. We're fine. Wow. Nope, he's coming on okay with that windrower. So I'm going to park this up over here. I think... what we'll do is run to the store, get the baler. So one of the reasons why bale contracts on seasons pays more than the other contracts, the contract income is vastly reduced. You effectively get paid as a worker to do the contracts. So a seeding contract will include the value of the seeds you're going to plant plus a small stipend for your work. Same with fertilizer. Obviously cultivation, you're just getting paid to drag the cultivator around. But with baling, you have to drive over the field 3-4 times, depending on whether they give you a baler and a wrapper separate or whether they give you a combo unit. So this brings me out just above the... oh. Excuse me while this steps out completely. So because you're driving over the field 3 times, you're getting paid 3 times what you'd get paid for a say cultivating contract. What's going on here? Nothing. So what they've given us to move these bales is these things, which one is way too close. So they're expecting you to put one on the front, one on the back. You unfold it, you lower it, and then you reverse up and get one bale on each of the outside collectors. And then once you've got them, you lift it up. There's no other operation. It's just lower it completely or raise it completely. And you can collect one bale fairly easily, but you are not going to get 2 most of the time because of the bale physics. It just doesn't work too well. this back with us as well. I think, yeah, we go out this way. We'll drive with the traffic, that way we shouldn't end up with too many problems, at least not initially. And this is where we're going to have to deliver everything. Now if they'd given us a separate baler wrapper, I would be using follow me with the wrapper, so that the bales are not left on the field for any length of time. Because the early round of seasons, grass didn't decay until the first midnight, unless you made it into a bale, in which case it started decaying immediately. And so you end up with less than a 4,000 litre bale coming out of your wrapper for the most part, especially if you have to perform the collection, or collect the collect the grass and bale it, and you have to do that as one operation. Then you have to go round afterwards with the wrapper. So at least having two tractors allows you to get them both out of the way in one pass, or at least one pass for you. Still two passes for the work performed. I can't see a thing. Oh, cement truck. String of cars. Whee. And another car will beat him. That up there. So we have fence 7. That's got 165. It's about the same size as ours, so that's fine. More importantly, baling technologies. Baler wrapper needs 110. Okay, so we can pretty much run that on any tractor we have at the moment. So I'll lower that. Nope. Do this lot here. I missed the corner. Looks like the worker didn't go all the way to the edge of the field. Good. Excellent. Okay, just go straight down here. across the bottom here as well. Mind the tree. So this grass will not dry out without tedding. That's the other thing to watch on a baling contract, is if you cut dry grass, you need to windrow, bale it and wrap it very quickly, or it will turn into hay, and then you can't wrap it at all. That's a bad thing. Okay, I think we're good. Hitch this on the front. And we will get to the baling thing. So unfold, lower, engage. Good enough. Wasn't driving too fast. It's always the worry with this thing. You need to stop while it transfers the bale onto the wrapper, or you'll miss some of the grass. We are getting to 4,000 litres before the bale is complete. So this is quite a good yield of grass. Well, and not actually a surprise since it was fertilised at least once. Oh, there we go. The transfer, and off we go again. That's not a full row. Now on the farm that my wife and I both play on, oh seriously, back up. We're using the round Anderson bale trailer, so we don't have to worry about picking up bales with spikes. We just run around the field and pick them all up that way. Although I'm using a telehandler with the with the bale shredder spike on it to move the bales over to the Anderson extractor bale wrapper. I messed up there, didn't I? Do that. Try again. There we go. Bring the bale back onto the field before we start doing the rows. Messed up that one. There's another bit of unrowed grass there. Okay, that's all done. Now we can get back to rowing. Picking up the rows, should I say. Oh, do not do that, you pain in the butt. Now I want the safety weight, which pushes the bales aside rather than sticks them on the front. Actually, let's lower the weight. That should decrease the risk of us riding up onto the bale. There we go. Put that weight back up again. So how are we doing? It's 5:15 already. Need to get the bales wrapped and done. It's actually one of the reasons why I stopped using this particular baler. Under a worker on follow me, it has to stop twice, once to unload the bale and once to transfer the bale into the wrapper. So it can never keep up with something that's mowing and windrowing. I think from time trials we figured out this was actually the slowest baler and wrapper. The standard in-game round bale wrapper is also slow. But not quite as slow as this. The square bale wrapper is the fastest. Love to see a regular baler with a preload chamber, round baler with a preload chamber. What that means is it'll load up about 500 litres into the preload chamber, and then transfer it into the rear chamber to finish off. And then while it's going through the unload, the front, the preload chamber starts filling up with your first 500 litres. So in theory, you don't have to stop for anything. Go. Go for the next row. Come on, a little bit more, there you go. Oh. And we wait again. So, what about 3 bales per 2 rows? No idea how many we've made so far. Oh, poo. And go. Go. There's another one. Oh, I did it again. Last row. We may be able to get another bale out of this. No guarantees though. And that's done. Fairly certain we won't get another one though. And therein lies the problem with these contracts. There's a patch somewhere in the middle of the field. At least there was. There it is. But that's pretty much all we're going to find here. Oh no, there's another bit. $2,900. I would need to find another 1,100, and I'm fairly certain there isn't any, so we can turn that off.